it seemed like Gene kind of set the tone early, fell down 0-2 in the count, came back and walked, and that set up a big inning for you guys. How big were those early runs for you guys?
Gene had a great night. He obviously got the game started on the right note, hit the home run. I think he had, three hits, and a walk maybe. So he kind of set the tone for us and did very, very well. Executed a slash there and hit first and third there and nobody out, can't score. And I thought that might come back to cost us. But, Clark gutted it out and pitched well. And, they got 11 hits and only 1 run. So we escaped some innings there and they hit some balls on the nose that we caught. And, it was just our night tonight.
When you see a pitcher with the line like that, 1 run on 9 hits, what does that say to you?
Well, he's got some toughness about him. He amps his stuff, goes up a notch, both velocity-wise and stuff-wise, from an off-speed standpoint. When they get runners on, he's just a great competitor, and he bowed his neck in some big situations when they had runners on base and had to make some big pitches to the middle of their lineup a couple times with guys on base, and he did. And that wasn't the best Clark Schmidt's ever thrown. He couldn't really get the ball in much tonight like he usually does. And against them, you got to pitch them in. But he got by with guts and toughness, and obviously he's got a good arm too.
How has Gene Cone stayed so? When he wasn't playing early, wasn't in the starting lineup opening weekend, did he stay pretty mentally engaged? How's he kind of stepped up?
It might be something you have to ask him, but he did keep a good attitude. We did have some conversations there, and and it wasn't. I'm very comfortable with Gene. I've been very comfortable with him. I just had to see some of those young guys play early, and then as we got into the flow of the season, you see how important it is to get bunts down. You see how important it is to throw the right base. You see how important it is not to strike out with runners in scoring position. And Gene's good at all that stuff. Gene was always going to be a big part of the team. It didn't start out the way probably for him that he wanted to, but he's making his impact now, and these are awfully important games.
Did you feel like some of those bases loaded situations where you didn't get anything would come back to bite you?
Yeah, that last one was I was sick to my stomach. I was just thinking, we could have been up 5 or 6 to 1, and we let a couple opportunities pass. Not only that one in the bottom or the top of the 8th, but we also had a couple of other ones in the middle. We could have executed a little bit better and didn't get a bunt down, and so we got to execute better to win consistently on the road. But tonight we did enough. 13 hits is not too shabby, and against a great Ole Miss team, a top 10 team, and feel good about this win.
Gene Cone making the catch against the wall. Did your heart skip a beat on that one when it came off the bat?
Well, for some reason, off the bat I thought I had a chance to go out, but I think that made it 4-3. We'd have still had the lead, and I felt like we were still okay, even if that ball does go out of the park, and it would have been a lot harder, obviously. But we got some breaks tonight. So Coach Spurrier said the good Lord smiled on the Gamecocks tonight, and I think he smiled on our baseball team tonight. They hit some balls awfully hard, and we had guys in the right spot and made some plays, and it was just our night.
Did it sort of tell you something about your team, though, the way they just sort of attacked from the very beginning on the road?
They were ready to go. I think they were ready to go, ready to play, and I think they know you have to do that. They got some older guys, and they know you have to. The other opponents are too good in this league. They're not going to hand you the game, and you got to outplay somebody. And we played very, very well tonight. I don't know if we outplayed Ole Miss. We just made our runs count, made our swings count, and their hits. They squared some balls up. They could have easily had 14 or 15 hits too, and but we just made some plays, and they hit some atom balls, and it was just we had good fortune tonight, and but we played pretty good baseball too, so we'll take it.